Trucker Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Forbes Hewlett, don't follow, join. Diesel Spec, engine tuning experts. Welcome to Trucker Television, the best of the trucking world. This week on Trucker Television, New Brunswick's Riverview Truck Repair. The Ontario Trucking Association Big Wheels Rally. An amazing Nova Scotia Big Rig collection. But first, bulk specialist Joseph Hollage.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I have a glare from the sun and all that, you know?
Is this the riprap I'm looking for?
You hang it left right now and then back right up into the power, you'll be perfect.
10 for it. You're gonna hear the crash now. So now we are going back on a mission to find out where this road is and where the rest of our product is. Apparently with this riprap, since the rocks are so big, you got to make a bedding with a smaller rock, because if you just put big rocks and dump it in our tank, it can bust the box, right? So it's a little safety procedure when you load it. I get this in 2 stages. We're picking up 8-inch to 24-inch riprap. Right now we're at the Vineland quarries. In tunnels like this, we gotta really watch for these loaders. They always have the right of way. Once they come, get the heck out of their way. They drive like maniacs. See you later, buddy. Alright, so me normally after I always get my load, I hit my tarp button so I can have a secure load. Now we just find out where we go now on that side of the end, how we're using it, how we're dumping it and all that. I'll just do that till they say, okay, we're done, or, you know, shutting down. I'm allowed up to 35.7, and we are going to be just under 35.
Did they tell you where to go, how to get there?
Where I'm going? No.
Yeah.
They just said Casablanca North Service Road. That's
We'll
all
go
I
down
got.
here to the stoplights.
Okay.
Turn right. That's King Street, Highway 8.
Now they got me going to Casablanca. Now, like I said, when you're a dump truck, you could be working on roads. You don't know if you're working, dig out someone's pool, renovate someone's backyard, working at a factory. So I never really know my job until I get there and see what's going on, right? It's like going off-roading in like a big vehicle, right? Because a lot of times when we work, it's not, we're building the nice things. So it's not so nice when it starts, right? So, you know, driving dump trucks way more unique than just driving any type of truck, right? Yeah, home every night, yeah. And that's where it's good, you know? That's why I really, really love this, and you know, that's the main thing that I got here, you know? It's just a career, you make good money, you work long hours, but every day you're home, so. Like me, I don't mind when I work. As long as I know when I'm going home, right?
See you next trip, buddy.
See you next trip.
I'll check your tires on the way out. I got a whistle. You hear me blow the whistle, it means you got a stone in your tire.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Stick around. After the break, an amazing Nova Scotia big rig collection.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel spec?
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
Only the largest hauler of bulk materials in Ontario. Joseph Haulage. Now hiring owner-operators and company drivers. Joseph Haulage. When you need it the most, we carry the load.
12-gauge Customs. Award-winning trucks. Big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call. 12-gauge Customs.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Closed captioning by simply the best return on investment. Trucker television advertising.
Quite exactly like ours. A little band out working on a trade. Grew apart trying to live what they play. Saturday night drunk in Ashern. Tug on that pipe at the Paul. That Highway 10 drive into Brandon. Weekend at a Cold Legion Hall.
This is the first truck I ever rebuilt. I had every nut and bolt out of that thing. This is the one that started it all. And I got this from a local trucking company here in the area, Evangeline Transport. And I tore it all apart and put it all back together, and that's where the passion come from, right there. It took me a whole winter. It took me one whole winter home. You get the big handles and it's got the Detroit engine. I'm a Detroit fan, of course, but mostly all my stuff is Detroit. I got a few Cummins. Most of them are Detroits. Yeah, I like Detroit. So for a show truck, I find them. They're noisy and they're attention getters. I've had this in lots of truck shows around Maritimes. And all these trucks are all registered and insured for the road. They're all done. They're all ready for the road.
Tug on that pipe, Grimshaw.
Oh, just my collection of trucks. I kind of rebuild one every winter. I just started, well, it all started, I had an old boat motor, an old Detroit boat motor, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I said, well, maybe I should get an old truck to put it in. So it started there, and so I got an old truck, and then the motor didn't quite fit, so I just...
Got another truck.
Yeah, I got another truck, and then it's turned out to be, I just like trucks, so I just started rebuilding one. This is a 1966 Needle Nose Pete. It's got a Cummins engine in it. I got it from a guy in Maine, United States, and it comes just like that. I never did a whole lot to that truck, just keep it up. Basically, it runs really good. It's a beautiful truck.
Saturday night drunk at Billings, tug on a new pipe at Sioux Falls.
It's the first year for the tilt hood in '66. It's a 358A model. And I got it registered for camper, so I haul my camper around with it.
Them songs that we sang in the moonlight, the music we made.
This was my work truck. Last year or so, we rebuilt the whole thing and repainted it. I was in Havelock at the truck show up there, and I met a guy up there, and then he painted it for me. I just got it back here a month or so ago.
RPM Havelock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great show.
It was a great show. I met a lot of people there that I had friends for life there now. Anyway, this is a 1993 Freightliner. It come from California. It's a day cab.
Why do they call it a day cab?
No bunk. No bunk on it. And I used it for work here for 4, 5, 6 years probably, maybe longer, I don't know. Anyway, then we decided to rebuild it, and we done it all. Everything's done now. And this is my daughter's truck. It's a 1981 Ford CL9000. It's got a 6V92 Detroit in it. And it comes locally around here. It come from New Ross, just south of here. It used to haul Christmas trees. It's set for a lot of years, and we got it and we rebuilt it. So we redone the whole thing in 6 days. It was set in the woods for many years. I don't know. And then in 6 days we tore it all apart and got it all ready for a truck show. We worked day and night on it.
So why the Harley Davidson?
Well, because we didn't know what color to paint it. So Harley Davidson has Ford trucks. So we said, why don't we paint it Harley Davidson? So that's what we did. So we went Harley Davidson, and we put 10-inch pipes on it.
I know, those are badass.
Yeah,
I like them.
And my daughter, it makes lots of noise, and we put super singles on the back, kind of made it modern. We did all the brakes and everything, of course. And it really works good. It only has 100,000 original miles on it.
After the break, New Brunswick's Riverview truck repair.
Irv Transport. Good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Irv Transport. Another cool move.
Advanced welding techniques. Training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Now hiring company drivers. Women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
Time to trick out your big rig? Check out ZZ Chrome's huge inventory of high-end chrome and stainless accessories, bumpers, visors, pipes, LED lighting, and more. Plus custom fabrication and installation. Find us online at zzchrome.com.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
It's a busy shop. We keep the trucks coming and going all day. Hello, I'm Trevor Kopp from Riverview Truck Repair in Riverview, New Brunswick. We do right down to the oil changes, grease jobs. We do engine swaps. We do repowers. We do it all from tractors, highway trucks, trailers, heavy equipment. Whatever comes through the door, we get it going. My father started on his own in 1984. He started out with a Chevy pickup truck and a toolbox, and he would travel around to local shops and help them out, and did a lot of engine work. Guys would be doing chassis work over the winter, and he would do the engine for them. And it just kind of grew from there. He's still at it today. Works here. He's first guy in, last guy out every day. So he started it, and he hired a couple guys and a couple more. Then he rented this shop for several years. Then he bought the shop. In 2012, we built on 4 more bays. We got about 15 mechanics here now, and it's a going concern. Keeping up's a challenge. We started, Truman's specialty when he started was 2-stroke Detroit diesels. They came from all over Atlantic Canada, Quebec, Newfoundland. They would drag them here to this shop. They would get them going, send them back out. And the technology slowly came more and more. Started out with just a ProLink scanner, and now we've got 4 laptops, and we do remote tuning for diesel spec. Give the guys a little better fuel economy, a little more power, and you start bringing that technology out. I mean, everybody's amazed that just with a few clicks of the keys of the computer remotely, we can uprate their power and economy without even opening up a toolbox and getting any wrenches out. So it's come a long ways for sure. When it's the OEM, they send that engine out, and it has to meet everybody's needs. With diesel spec tunes for fuel economy or a little more horsepower, they know exactly the conditions the customer is working in, so the engine is really fine-tuned right to the customer specifications. So they narrow right in on it. They don't have to cover a wide variety of applications. They can focus on one application. Future's bright, I guess. We'll keep all the mechanics going and keep all the truck wheels turning. We got some young apprentices here that are real interested, and we work closely with the community college, and they give us some good apprentices, and we train them and make some good mechanics. In 1991, I did my first block at community college. Then I went to the local Freightliner dealer. I worked there for about 13 years. Then I went over to the Caterpillar dealer. I worked there for 4 years, and then I've been working here for my father since then. Like I tell everybody, if I had one truck, I'd have a Caterpillar in it. If I had a fleet of them, I'd have them all Detroits. The Cat's a little more money to maintain, but the horsepower's there, and the torque and the longevity of it. So if you're going to look after it yourself, I prefer the Cat, the old Cats. But if I had a fleet, the Detroit would be. If I had to have 10, I'd have all Detroits. Yeah, a little cheaper to work on, and a little easier to get parts for as well. Time's money for sure. Here we got 4 service vans. We can go right to the customer a lot of the time. If they're doing some work in their own shop and they get into a specialty area that they can't do, then I'll send a guy in a truck and a laptop, and we can go right to their shop. That way they can keep working on what they were doing, and we'll get them going. A lot of times we'll send them on a service call out to the side of the highway or right at the scales. If they had a maxi-pot fail or something, we can be out there within 20 minutes and have the guy back on the road.
After the break, the Ontario Trucking Association Big Wheels Rally and an amazing Nova Scotia Big Rig collection.
Herb Transport. Good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Herb Transport. Another cool move.
12-gauge Customs. Award-winning trucks. Big Rig Chrome and Accessories. Shop online or call. 12-gauge Customs.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Dragon Jeans. What Biker TV rides in. Protect your assets. Dragon Jeans. Ontario Truck Driving School. Your path to success. Training for your future. Thousands of jobs. Ontario Truck Driving School.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Well, this is the third annual OTA Car and Bike Rally. We're at Hockley. Obviously got a magnificent day for it and a lot of great people from across Ontario joining us, and just a really, really nice collection of fast cars, old cars, not too many slow cars, and a lot of really good bikes. The Ontario Trucking Association, I guess, has been around about 100 years. And of course, like any association, is there to serve the interests of not only the trucking companies, but the allied trades, and make sure that they all work in harmony for the betterment of the industry. We roll on wheels, that's what we do. So many, many people in the industry have cars and bikes, collector trucks, old cars, new cars.
Some people actually started down by the airport. There was a couple of different start points. There was some of the east end, some of the west end. We actually started halfway up here already because we all, some of us live up in the area. But it was a nice little ride. We took the back ways and, just took it easy and took in the scenery. Got a lot of people stopping and looking. We got, something for everybody here, right from the hot rods to the bikes to the high-performance supercars.
This is my beast here, 2015 Triumph Rocket. It's a big three-cylinder. It's 2400 cc. It's got ABS on it, and I'm 6'4" and 235 pounds, and it moves me around, so that's a good thing.
This is actually my wife's. This is a little birthday present for her a couple of years ago. And this is a Boss 302 limited edition car, and I raced them down in the U.S. and fell in love with the car, and my wife loved the color, so it became a birthday present for her a couple of years ago. And then the ZR1 is, again, a racing Corvette. I raced them in the U.S. for a couple of years, and the technology on the new cars is fantastic. They're fun to drive and hard to keep under the speed limit. That's a great car.
1948 Chevy pickup truck. Started off as an actual dump truck, and I rescued it out of Uxbridge, Ontario from a farmer. Sat in my drive for a couple of years and decided, you know what, I'm gonna build myself a real custom truck, something that just to wow people. So it was a labor of love, a lot of time, a lot of, putting it together and been enjoying it since. I drive the thing everywhere. I drove it to Boston with my wife. I'm not scared to be caught in the rain because that's what they're for. They're for driving. Everybody gets to let their hair down a little bit and enjoy the company and the nice weather. Fall in Ontario doesn't get any better than this, and we have a lot of camaraderie, even though some of the truckers are competitors, as are the allied trades. But today's a day about having fun, talking about wheels, and just enjoying Ontario. So I think we'll be back next year.
This is a 1961 Iron Nose Kenworth.
Why do they call it an iron nose?
Because the grill or the radiator's on the outside, and it makes as a grill too, so it's all iron there.
Okay.
And it's got a V12 Detroit and a 5 and a 6 transmission and 64,000 pound rear end. And originally started out as a log truck in Quebec. And then it went to the Pictou shipyard in Nova Scotia, and it just hauled out boats out of the water. And then it sat for years, and they was going to cut it out. Anyway, I got a hold of it, and now it's going to be rebuilt. So we're going to get in there this winter and redo it. So it runs. I had it running. It runs. I drove it up here.
Yeah.
And but we're going to completely rebuild it and paint it and bring it back to its former glory, I guess. 2 or 3 people every day that comes in there wants to go into the shop and look at them.
Well, it's quite the showcase.
And I got quite a few. I haven't even got home yet. I got two in Pennsylvania, and I got one in Maine. So we got to get them home yet.
Trucker Television, celebrating life on the road. No actors, truckers, the real Canadian trucking industry. Like us on Facebook and check out truckertelevision.com for all of our episodes. Trucker Television is brought to you by Dean Cartage, serving the industry for over 50 years. Quick Truck Lube, 2 convenient locations serving 401 and QEW. Help end breast cancer at Trucking for a Cure.